dipping your toe into the Pacific Ocean, and then a month later, dipping your toe into the Atlantic Ocean.
In 2017, to mark Canada 150, Fujifilm Canada had asked seasoned photographer Spencer Wynn to document this country through pictures from coast to coast. It was an assignment few would pass up. He had 1 month. He chose April.
I thought, well, okay, start out west. We'll get some nice snow, and then it'd be, by the time we get to Newfoundland, it'll be lovely. But it didn't work out that way. The weather was all over the place, but it also made it really interesting, because if it was just blue sky, it would be a bit boring.
An artist at heart, Spencer has called Toronto home for most of his life. He knows his country well, and boring weather, aka blue skies and sunshine, don't interest him. He's looking for something more elusive.
What I like to do is really go out and search for unique light, because if it's a cloudy day and if you're patient enough, you'll get rewarded richly sometimes with a little break in the cloud, and the light just highlights this little area. And that, to me, is kind of the holy grail of what I like to shoot.
Spencer had done a lot of traveling in Canada before this cross-country adventure, and there was little about the geography that surprised him, but there were moments that struck him.
Over in Newfoundland, we went out on the Zodiac to go find some icebergs, and the light was just, you would think it's photoshopped, but it was just blood orange. And, against this teal colored sea that's lit up by the ice that's under the water. So you had these really beautiful visual treats that just made things sparkle.
I asked him about his observations of the prairies.
The prairies are very flat when you're driving along the Trans-Canada or below. But, a couple hours north and you'd think you're in Muskoka. Lakes, rivers, the Canadian Shield. People don't realize that. So friends of mine from Saskatchewan, have said in the past, don't tell anybody that. Just tell them it's all flat.
I think the cat's out of the bag. He also has insight into Canada's northern communities after spending time in Attawapiskat and Pond Inlet.
Really, really vibrant, interesting people who love to share their stories with people who are truly interested. The thing that they don't appreciate are the cruise ships coming through, and people come off and they look around at everybody, and then they take a few pictures and get back on. They don't venture into the community too deeply. So they love to share the stories of their communities with people who are really, truly interested.
Spencer Wynn has worked for Toronto Life magazine and the Toronto Star. He's been a college professor for years, a painter, an extensive traveler, and he's a very proud Canadian.
We truly are blessed in this country, and I think more people should just get out and hop in the car and drive for 4 or 5 days and just explore.